my partner would love every part about me, and I'd be like just ready there to just love.
25.
I'm 25.
27. I'm 28.
26.
I'm 25.
I'm 26.
I'm 24.
Yes and no.
No, absolutely not.
There's no yes or no answer to that.
Ooh, damn. They are meant to, yeah. The other thing is whether it happens or not.
Not necessarily, but like I think it's good to work towards finding the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Relationships require work and are a lot more than compatibility. So, partners willing to adapt and show up could potentially make that work for a lifetime.
Yes. I'm 24. I just got engaged, so that's what I hope for.
There's no time or limit on that because it depends who you meet, depends what time in your life, it depends on so many different things.
Your 20s is meant to find yourself and find your purpose. And I think that within time in your 20s, you figuring that out with your life and everything like that. And it'll come about naturally.
I'm in a 5.5-year relationship. I met him when I was 19, and we've been through thick and thin together. But you go through those things, so you can come out even stronger.
They possibly could if you meet the right person. But I just feel like there's a lot going on in your 20s that like most likely not going to be.
The difference is like the whole adulting aspect of it. Like obviously as a child, you just fantasizing, you have these ideas of like the cartoons you watch and how all these characters, they live happily ever basically. But now there's adulting in there, there's like finances in play, there's a career to make work. So there's like challenges. I'm seeing challenges now where before there was no challenge, there was no sense of like the challenges in there.
When you're younger, you have like this whole, it's kind of like, have you seen the Barbie film? You romanticize, you think, oh my God, let's say I'm watching Disney films, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to find my prince, right? I want to find my knight in shining armor. I want him to like rescue me from wherever. And, you have like this kind of idea of what love and a relationship should be, when realistically, it's not all unicorns and rainbows. It's going to be a lot of rough patches.
Probably when you're younger, obviously you grow up like watching like High School Musical and stuff on Disney. So it's a lot more like you meet the person and they're the love of your life. But like I feel like as you get older, you're like, oh, actually, you're not going to meet that person when you're 15 and get married by the time you're 20 and live in a big shiny house. I feel like, yeah, it just kind of makes it a bit more realistic.
You think it's all butterflies which it probably is at the beginning, but that kind of fades away after a while.
So one thing that I have realized recently is that, and this is also from being in a long-term relationship as well, is that, there's different phases to a relationship. There's 5 phases.
I feel like when you was younger, it was more like magical, right? Versus when you get in your 20s, it's more circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very what you make it.
So I imagined it to be very much like fairy tale. My partner would love every part about me, and I'd be like just ready there to just love without thinking that like, okay, love comes with sacrifice. It also comes with like the ugly parts of you, and just you have to have grace on your partner.
It's pretty much the same. Like the only difference is that basically it's just hard to maintain a relationship as long as you don't give up.
Number 1 phase, you're on your honeymoon phase. You think that you're gonna be with them for the rest of your life. You're completely in love with that person. You can't think of anything else. Phase 2, kind of, the rose-tinted glass. You've still got them on, but they're kind of fading a little bit because you're starting to spend more time with them, starting to learn more about them, see, like, sounds cringe, but, like, see how, see them for who they really are. Phase 3, you kind of see your differences and see, okay, cool, I don't really agree with that. And I'm like this, but you're like that, so let's see if we can make this work. And I think like 70% of relationships, like 70% of relationships don't even go past phase 3. And that's because people say, oh yeah, it just fizzled out. they weren't my type of person. But realistically, even if you're with the person that is literally you in another body, you're going to have issues. So it's about going through and having those rough patches, going through that again and again and again, to then get to kind of stability. And then four is obviously phase 4 is kind of what I said already. I kind of went into phase 3, 4. Yeah. And phase 5, I would say that I'm in stage 4 right now because I've been through a lot with my boyfriend, and we're still here. We're still standing. There's many times where you're like, oh, we're gonna break up, blah blah blah, but still come back. It's all about respect as well and adapting. Adapt.
With God.
It's really difficult. I probably put the career first more times.
Honestly, me personally, I focus on business. Relationship come last, bro, because that's making me no money. But from outside looking in, if I had to focus on it all, I feel like just give it all equal energy, and then I feel like you'll end up figuring it out.
Value like work-life balance. So I think my priority personally is my work and my career. But if it happens, it happens. That's the mentality I have. If it happens, it happens. If not, then, it's fine.
Well, my partner supports me very much. So I guess it's like I always have conversations. We always have talk about our future together. So I don't really see it as like a balancing thing, because I feel like we both support each other like very well with what we want to do. And we kind of like invest in one another, pray for each other, and just to make sure that that we're encouraging one another in our goals and dreams as well.
Making sure that your partner knows that her goals are valid and that you're there to support them, and receiving that support back as well. It's just kind of like a teamwork that you do.
I think when people say that you can't focus on yourself whilst being in a relationship, I think that's because if the person is right for you, they will ride or die. They will literally support you in anything you do. And they're an addition. A relationship should be, and I think what I'm about to say is very, everyone forgets this. A relationship is not your life. A relationship is an addition to your life. It shouldn't just be all you're thinking about.
I think a balance of independence, pursuing your own life and dreams whilst sort of coexisting. I prefer the mentality of not giving up yourself and your dreams and being so wrapped up in a relationship.
I'm worthy of love because before I didn't really think I was. And this is my first relationship I've ever been in. But I guess it's shown me that I'm worthy of love. And although my experience before was not the best, it never meant that it's a you problem or whatever. I feel like everybody's deserving of love, in it. It just showed me that.
To always stay true to yourself and never lose who you are as a person. Yeah, I mean, I was in a relationship in COVID, and that was rough, but made it through to the other end.
Put myself first, always. No matter the relationship, no matter the work, the grind, you're your most important investment, so go full all in it.
Time doesn't heal everything. I think it creates space for for wounds to sort of enter your subconscious. So looking inwards, addressing things is a healthy way to approach new relationships, especially, and giving yourself the self-compassion to grow. I think carrying old wounds into new relationships is unfair on both parties.
It's so important to be able to find yourself in a relationship and not just rely on someone else to help you find yourself.
Just trust your instinct.
You set the record straight from the beginning, because once you set that pace, that kind of dictates the whole relationship, especially as a woman. Not be afraid of being single. Your relationship doesn't determine your worth. Your relationship status, it doesn't determine your worth. So just have fun. It'll happen when it happens.
Stay out of them. Stay out of them until you get right.
Yeah, stay true to yourself. The right person will love you for who you are.
Don't believe the movies. The movies are what are it's not just social media, I think. I think it's the movies and the films of the rom-coms, and they're just not realistic. Like, I know there is a honeymoon phase and we all go through it, but like also you want to be with someone that's with you in every emotion that you have and supports you no matter what.
Don't rush into a relationship and make sure you've developed yourself on your own, and make sure you're like stable in every aspect, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, financially, before you can share yourself with someone else.
Don't expect things because you'll just get disappointed. Try to switch off as much as you can, because once your mind starts going, off, you're just kind of in this rut and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. And it can affect other person as well. And I think it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to feel not okay.